Okay, well, hey, I am alone today, soloing all by myself for now, at least until Superman or Gigi shows up. Well, hello, I'm Byron. I draw zombies. And I'm gonna try to finish off my portrait of Gravy and his three poppers as I listen to nothing but the music that's playing on the radio. And unfortunately, you're gonna have to listen to silence because I don't want to have copyright issues, blah 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 blah. So here we go. I'm gonna start drawing. Just as Superman shows up. Alright, I'm putting myself on mute for now, sir.
So let's. Oh, look at these airdrops.
Alright, so I'm gonna finish off the Gravy portrait.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my focus right now as you guys talk, and then hopefully I get it finished in the next hour. And I'll
Yeah, we get that because basically what we want to do is get this one done, and we'll basically show it and reintroduce the customs. Just based on obviously the price went up since the last time we did it. So, yeah. So it's gonna give us an opportunity to reintroduce the customs. As people see it, they might make some people get interested. And at the same time, I think, what are your thoughts on? Because what made us successful on ZombSEIs? It was when we did all these influencers, right?
maybe. I mean, the free mint was really helpful. The fact that you guys were always out there in the trenches, like letting people know that this is happening. You rallied up your other communities. I don't think it was just doing a painting of influencers as zombies, because some of them did not care at all. I mean, that's the simple truth. Some of them just don't care. And you found out on some other blockchains that people don't want us to potentially steal their infamy and ride on their coattails. So, I mean, there's a lot of mixed reviews on who wants to be a zombie and who doesn't want to be a zombie, and for what reasons, too, you know?
Yeah, because I was thinking we could do like since there's a lot of new figures that showed up, like let's say Yax and Philip and Kazuka. I mean, we could even run a poll and get people to.
Yeah, I think we spoke about it this morning, Superman. We spoke about it this morning. Let's put that on the ice for now. There's a lot of work to be done, but yeah, for sure we're gonna revisit maybe that. That could be something interesting. But I think first thing is they need to want it, right? Or else, what's the point of making one if they don't want it, right? So that's the whole point. I think we just need to revisit. But yeah, right now I think the major thing that we should focus on is getting the Magic Eden up and running properly, and then then start putting pieces up. But now let's get that out of the way first before we start diving into making more portraits and stuff. We can't even upload them right now. So
yeah, it's a little frustrating to be honest with you. Is your dog on your lap right now, or what?
You know, the thing is, everywhere you're gonna go, you're gonna find something you're not gonna like, whether it be on Say, whether it be on Stark. Everybody's gonna have issues a bit everywhere. Magic Eden, let's admit it, it is the biggest marketplace, but they are dealing with a lot of traffic, so we might not be getting that custom support that you would get on a smaller chain.
Yeah.
But I think that's just the nature of the beast, right? They're a bigger project, and I think the whole thing with Say. With the EVM and the Cosmos, I think that's the issue right now. I don't think it's really like, I wouldn't say it's not their fault, but I think the fact that Say is EVM and IBC, it is a different technology. The engineers are trying their best, I think, to try and fix the issue. But I think the right approach is that EVM launch, like we spoke about, Superman, about potentially relaunching the collection on EVM. To get people to get access to their NFTs again. If we would have known ahead of time when we launched, we would have launched them all EVM right away. But it is what it is, guys. We're always going to get curveballs along the way. So
yeah, it's a developing market, developing everything, right? So it's got to flow with it.
It's a nascent niche marketplace, niche things. Technology is advancing so fast. New things are going to pop off left and right. So, we got to take sometimes everything with a little bit of grain of salt and just keep moving forward, and things will fall in place if we just stick around and it is what it is. I'm happy that we're on Magic Eden, I like Palette a lot. I find that we had a lot more support there by the actual team, but I mean their whole focus was just Say, right? So it made sense that they give you all that extra, and that was something that they Say has decided. So
Gigi, keep it for the stream. Byron, did you stream?
We're streaming, son.
Oh, we're streaming. All right.
We're streaming. ZombSEIs Art Rant episode 10 with Gigi, Superman, and Byron. Streaming to X and Twitch at the same time. On Twitch, you can actually earn points to get NFTs on a different blockchain, which is the blockchain I use. But get art. Watch. Whatever.
So we're gonna have to practice on those intros.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, I need a script. Get some chat GTP scripts going.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let me just share this on Twitter. Superman, if you can tag the people in the Discord.
I'm doing the tweets.
Okay. So yeah, guys, it's been a crazy couple of days. We just saw yesterday that the Trump's company, World Liberty, actually purchased some Say, 125,000 USD of Say, and it's popped it a little bit this morning in terms of price action. So it's fun to see that they're being considered. I also found out that it's a pure American established project, so potentially they will be tax-free in the US for Say people that are trading it. So again, I think Trump is yesterday he went on a conference and he was talking about potentially no taxes on cryptos if they're issued in the US. So I mean that's extremely bullish for the markets.
Well, for US markets anyways.
He also reiterated that they're going to keep putting the focus on crypto. They really want to make the US the capital of the world for crypto. So I mean the news is bullish for cryptos. Obviously the markets don't seem to have reacted much to it, but yeah, let's see what these next couple of days pans out. Hopefully they're going to start quantitative tightening. They'll stop that. They're going to lower the interest rates, and maybe they'll start the printer machine again, and that potentially will help all these coins get a little bit of love here.
That would be nice. I'm sitting on a few small bags that I would love to see pump.
We're definitely overdue, so
in the meantime, just keep creating, right?
Exactly. So Byron, what are you working on today here?
I'm trying to finish off the gravy portrait. So
for people wondering, one of our biggest holders of ZombSEIs Creepy Companions, and we had a special event where he had to collect a bunch of NFTs, and the one that would collect the most would get a custom piece done for themselves. So this is actually a real person. These are his real dogs, and Byron has been working on this for several months now, right?
Yeah, I keep getting interrupted. And then, like I said early in a different one, once there's like an expectation, like in my own head, it's the expectation, right? Nobody's putting any pressure on me except myself to try to do even better than I might normally do, because now this is going to go to somebody. It's been kind of paid for in a roundabout way. And as soon as that kind of is in there, it messes with my head a little bit, and I panic and I freeze up a bit. But I'm trying to plow through it with y'all.
But let me tell you, it looks freaking amazing. So whatever the stress was causing you, it ended up being a really good job overall on it, because I kind of want one now.
Well, we're going to have to... You know what? Actually, you guys should... you and Superman, because I'm going to be sending this to you guys, right? I'm going to send this gravy package to you so you can add your own little personal touch if you want. I'm also going to send a few extras that you guys can use for giveaways later on. That way you can understand the mail system and how that all works. So yeah, I want to send a care package, and I'm going to maybe include that zombie Superman for Superman, and there's that zombie Luigi that might go your way.
Oh, it's Christmas early.
Yeah. I mean, what am I going to do with it? I got so much stuff. I'd rather have it on display in your house than in a box in my house.
So now that we're talking about physical pieces,
Segue.
guys, with the ZombSEIs, ever since we did move to Magic Eden, we've really slowed down in terms of producing new pieces. One of the reasons is because we can't upload them anymore with the current situation. So our main goal and objective now that we've tried doing this via tickets, and unfortunately it's just not working. So Superman's been trying, has been very patient. We've been very patient. But unfortunately, if we can't find a fix, we're going to have to find another solution. And one of those solutions is to relaunch the Say of the Dead on EVM with a new contract. And the way we're thinking about going about it is we've known pretty much who holds what. Because currently what happens is a couple of these NFTs are showing up in multiple wallets, the same one, which doesn't make any sense to me. There's some NFTs that are not even appearing, and it's hard to understand what's going on there. But I mean, after spending 3 months with tickets and the engineers, and they still can't figure it out, we're just gonna go the hard route, right? Which is relaunching the collection. It's not something we really wanted to do, but if it is the solution to get it fixed, that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to launch the EVM version of it. We're currently investigating how to launch the collection and make sure that the one-on-one minter is possible, where we can keep adding pieces. I mean, you already have one piece that we could add there that's done, just Michael, that we did, right? Like, he has his piece, and it would be really cool if we can have it on the collection. And yeah, I think once people start seeing that, pieces like Just Michael, I mean, you even have Yaks that you started, and it would be kind of unfortunate not to go and put it up on the Say of the Dead for them. So this is all stuff we're going to be looking into. And with that, obviously, people could have access to acquire the physical pieces if they want to. Right now, we're going to be exploring with the gravy piece, exactly how that works, how much it costs, so that we could associate a cost to it. At the end of the day, we want people that really want the physical pieces to acquire them if they bought the pieces themselves. Right. So this is something that will be added to the ZombSEIs. And on top of that, we're debating doing the on-demand, same thing that we have for the Creepy Companions, but for the ZombSEIs. But we're exploring how to price those, right? Because we can decide to do it in USD, a portion, or maybe we can have people actually burn some ZombSEIs to get a custom for themselves. But again, what is the amount of ZombSEIs? The price is volatile. The floor price varies. So maybe it's something we can update monthly or weekly or bi-weekly or stuff like that. So it's all little things we're trying to put in place. But again, until we get a definitive answer from Magic Eden how to release these pieces, we're going to be putting this a bit on pause now while we investigate. So yeah, that's the main point here, Byron.
It should be like, I think with our dev, if he just does the bare minimum, it should be easy enough to just upload all those images, include the metadata, and boom, it should be easy enough to get back on track with Magic Eden.
He's really good with that lingo, and he knows well the storage for the NFTs and all. I think that was the issue.
Yeah, I'm not
have storage or something like that you were talking about. So
yep, and there's like the metadata stuff. I'm not too familiar with that. I think that's like really, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, but a really old school way of launching collections. I think there's a lot more intuitive ways to do it. There are other blockchains. Even Stargaze is working on something that's a little bit more intuitive and user friendly. Because I mean, like, let's face it, if we want mass adoption, we're gonna have to make it as easy as possible for people to be able to use this. We need to get the creators in there, and they don't have time to learn how to do all the technical stuff, right? So you need to just dumb it down in a way. I don't mind it if it's dumbed down so I can use it. But right now the user interface is not friendly for the average Joe.
It isn't, and even on these other chains like Stargaze, they do provide a lot of support to help you. But yeah, for sure, if you've never really launched a collection before, there is a bit of a learning curve, and I'm sure they're trying their best to make it as easy as possible. But yeah, it's especially for a big platform like Magic Eden, I'm sure like making substantial changes will require a lot of gymnastics in terms of sharing that information for all these creators that have been launching collections. And I mean, it can't be easy for them, right? Because they got all these different chains. They got Bitcoins, they got Ordinals, they got the Polygon, they got Solana. So it's not just EVM. So again, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because I'm not a dev myself. I know it's not easy being a dev.
Nope.
It's very complex and complicated. So
And
I'm
quite
giving them the
thankless.
benefit of the doubt. I'm pretty sure that they have our best intentions here, and I'm sure they're working out. The transfers have been fixed. We couldn't transfer NFTs on Magic Eden, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that, but you couldn't send your ZombSEIs to another wallet. They would keep getting errors. You would have to do it via the Compass wallet directly to send. So I'm happy that's fixed. I tried it this morning. My transfers went through beautifully. So so that's for ZombSEIs. So again, guys, just a little more patient with us. We're trying to sort this all out, hopefully by the end of the month, and maybe we can have a relaunch of it early March. But yeah, we're working with Magic Eden, the documentation, and we're trying to see how we're going to relaunch it. We're going to reach out to all the people that got the pieces. I'm thinking of King Ball. I'm thinking of Roy Lopez. I know they had pieces. They're not showing up right now on the marketplace. So again, I don't know why they're not showing up. They're clearly in their wallets, but yeah. So we're going to sort all that out, especially Superman. He's the one in charge of getting all that stuff done. So in the meantime, Byron's drawing. Right now he's finishing a specific on-demand piece. So I think it was fun to do this on live, just to showcase people what an on-demand piece could look like. So this specific piece, Byron, maybe you could talk a little bit about it. Like,
Sure.
what did he ask you to draw, and where'd you get your inspiration to do it?
All right. Well, Gravy has a lot of ideas. He's quite a creative guy. So this is creative. This is Gravy. Originally, it was going to be his portrait. Maybe include some stuff from his past. Like there was that one. I'm sure he's shown you guys that one comic image of himself that he had done like
Yes,
20
yes,
years
I
ago
saw
or
it.
something. That was pretty cool. But then he changed up a little bit and wanted to know about his puppers. These are all 3 dogs of his. Don't remember all their names except Flipper. I remember Flipper. But these are all dogs that he had that have kind of unfortunately passed away. And that's just life, right? So I'm trying to immortalize him a little bit in the cloud of smokiness that he has. You know, he's puffing on a blunt, and remembering his fur babies. And so it's kind of a tribute piece to his life, as well as just like a cool zombie picture. And the dogs I'm not doing as zombies. I'm just trying to do them as, you know, my kind of technique.
So what's cool about this one is that you did add a lot of details with the 3 dogs, right? So usually with the on-demand pieces, for every additional character we put, there is some extra fees that we charge. Gravy really outdid himself with the competition for this one. So this one was really a unique piece, full blown. So you guys are looking at Byron's full, I guess, range of what you can get done if you get an on-demand piece done by him. So again, we're gonna introduce USD prices for these on-demand pieces soon.
Oh, good.
We already have it for the Creepy Companions. So yeah, we're gonna have pretty much the same prices, except for if you're holding the special holders rolls like a Flesh Eater or Infected, there will be rebates. And what we're looking to do is to create a stream of income for the collection. So 50% of the funds we're going to raise from that will be put inside of the DAO, which is the funds that we're keeping for the collection. And 50% will go for Byron the artist. Because Byron, guys, if you're not aware, ZombSEIs was a free mint. All these one-on-one pieces is done. We're pretty much free mints, guys, because you guys are burning free ZombSEIs that you got. Obviously, people bought some, but the majority have been acquired for free and burnt. I think we finally had an entire rollover of the collection. So I think by now we've passed the total supply of collection in terms of sales. So each and every single piece, for the most part, has been purchased for say. So we can, I think, technically say that they're no longer free, right? Everybody has acquired one at some point. Obviously, some people are not selling and some people have just burnt, but overall, there's been a huge, almost 100% turnover on the collection. So
That's awesome.
that's great. And I think from this point on, what happens is that when people go look at the NFTs, they have a history, right? That they've been purchased for 5 say, or 10 say, or 20 say, or 30 say. So that'll bring history, and it should give value to the NFTs as well as a whole. So it's looking good, man. For the ZombSEIs on a chain that's been fairly quiet now, we're still relevant, right? We're still sitting at the top. We still have some nice sales, and the floor price has only gone up since we started. Right, we started as a free mint. We're sitting at right now around 10 to 20. Say we've been fluctuating around, so very interesting to where this collection will lead. And guys, with ZombSEIs V2 that Byron will start working on again on these live streams. Yeah, we're gonna have some relation with the ZombSEIs V1. So in order to acquire some whitelist, we're potentially gonna have you guys have to burn a ZombSEI. So you better start acquiring them now that they're cheap, because the only way to get those whitelists will be that way. And obviously, we'll also have some collaborations. But the easiest way for you to like hassle-free whitelist will be just to burn one. So we're gonna be sacrificing, and just imagine how the supply is gonna get a major supply shock at that point. So
that's
yeah.
awesome.
Burn.
That's some alfalfa for y'alls.
Yeah,
That's some
burn
alpha.
whitelist. That's a cool concept.
Yeah, and there's potentially, guys, the ZombSEIs might be going fully multi-chain as well. So maybe there will be a launch on Sei, but potentially even on other chains, all with the same idea of having a PFP collection that will represent Byron on the multi-chain. So, when we met Byron, he was already on several chains. I think he launched on Solana. He launched some collections on Polygon, on Wax, and probably some other chains. And when he joined us, well, we did Stargaze, we did Sei. And, we're not done yet. So Byron is producing a lot of art, so we want to put it out there. We want to make sure that, we spread awareness about it, because we are an art-based project focused on art, right? And we try to give it some fun utilities along the way, but the focus is art. And the more people that get exposed to Byron's art, we think that that's when the art itself will become valuable for Byron, especially the one-on-ones that we're making, because it is quite exclusive. There's not that many pieces we've done, right? There's I think we have about 20 on Stargaze, and we've got about 40 on Sei. So that's only like 60 pieces total, one-on-ones that we've put out on these chains. So
Only.
again, exactly. And we're trying to promote art and how viable it is for an artist that's actually, showcasing his art live with you guys, spending time in the Discord with you guys. Byron is doing this full time, right? So it's fun to see all the support we have. I think yesterday we had something like 2 days ago. Sorry, we got 240 views, right? So people are watching. They
awesome.
like this, and personally, I find it soothing. So
yeah, I hear that from people quite often. That it's like a soothing thing for them to just sit in the stream and watch it unfold.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, it's something completely different than what the others are doing, and different is good.
I agree.
Byron, I'm looking at Gravy's left eye looking at me. It looks like he's staring right at me. It's a little trippy.
It's gonna follow him around the room, and he has it hanging on his wall. No matter where he goes, he's always gonna be looking at him.
You know what, Byron? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of doxing myself via a portrait. So you're kind of gonna know what I look like, but not really.
Right,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
So it's not like I'm gonna have your portrait, like your actual face on display, but they'll see it kind of come alive in a zombie sort of way.
You know what? I'm gonna get one done, and it's probably gonna become my new PFP.
Awesome. I'm not sure if you were here when I was telling Gigi that when I'm done this, I'm actually going to send it to you or Gigi, one of you two. And I'm probably going to include that Superman I did, as well as that zombie Luigi for you guys. As like a thank you for.
Yes.
And then I'm also going to include a few other prints and stuff, so you and Gigi can learn firsthand how difficult and tricky it is to mail stuff, and then you'll learn the full price. As you send this off to Gravy with any kind of personal touch you want to include. How's that sound?
I'm going to ruin the drawing. I'm going to have to draw something on another, show my skills as an artist.
Or just even a thank you. Hey,
I'll make him a stick figure with a speech bubble.
Or I'll give you a line art, you can color it in.
It's gonna be funny. I think Gravy's gonna laugh.
I wonder if he's watching. I didn't invite him today, but there are people in the Twitch that are watching right now and earning some points. Byron.
So, what else is in the news?
we have a lot to explore still, guys. It's hard to plan everything ahead of time, but there's a lot of stuff going on in crypto right now. The markets are a little quiet, but we do have a lot of plans, and it's going to be fun to see these next couple of months what happens, and while we roll out these different things for different collections, how the ZombSEIs are going to directly benefit from it. I think even your collections, Creepy Companions, are going to benefit from these things that we're going to have ongoing. We've been here for a while, so a lot of these things took a lot of time to build out. So it's finally built out, and it's going to go live in the next couple of months. So it's going to be interesting for the ZombSEIs. Again, we still want them to be currency for Byron's ecosystem and for ours as well. So we'll have plenty of opportunities for people to acquire stuff or art using their ZombSEIs. But we do really want to start introducing auctions in Say. We're currently testing out a platform, guys, that is going to be launched on Say. From what I understand, hasn't been very public in terms of announcements. I think the Drill Club have been tweeted about it, and that's another project we could maybe talk about briefly, which is Drill Club. We came from Polygon, migrated here on Say now. So I know those guys were like a free mint on Polygon. They ended up being like one of the blue chips there. Polygon fell for grace a little bit, so now they were looking for a new home, and they came on Say. So I think you guys know The Engineer and DJ Ganja Baba Dippo. I think those are all drill clubs, and they've been very active on Say lately, and now they dropped their collection there. So that could be something cool as well to draw for the Say of the Dead, is one of those monkeys.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty neat.
Cool.
I find that to be like working on their collection rather than the person sometimes is a little bit more fun.
That ape, I don't know if you've seen them on the timeline, Byron, the Drill Club apes.
Yeah, they're all like with a lot of funky wrinkles around their face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're pretty cool.
Is
They
that
look
what
like
they call a mandrill?
looks like a baboon, no?
Yeah.
Baboon?
One of those kind of monkeys. Not monkey, but
No, it's a mandrill. It's an actual
animal.
That's what they call the mandrill.
It's a type of monkey.
Primate.
So that would be cool, and it'd be cool to have them on the show. Maybe talk about what they have ongoing, because again, they're a free mint as well, right? So, how did they bring value to their community as a free mint? Because we all know there was no funding for the project. So, it'd be curious to have them on one day and just talk with them.
Absolutely, I agree. I like to hear stories from other collections and creators on how they kind of overcome the noise and get themselves seen and heard. Yeah.
I think Polygon really they kind of blew it a bit with the NFT communities. I mean, Polygon at one point was like what was the
Purple Wave.
Ring Runners and all that stuff? What Manifest Labs? I think they single-handedly ruined the whole NFT ecosystem.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's
Byron,
crazy.
this dude came. He launched about 7 collections in a row, all doing like 100x or 10x each collection. Like literally milked the entire Polygon community, and then came out and said like all the devs took all the funds. Yet they were posting a bunch of pictures with like Lambos and and gold watches, and I don't know how people fell for it. We kind of got a little bit. I got upset that I didn't mint the original collection, which was like owls, and it went like totally crazy, and we lost a lot of community members to that project. I remember, because people were like, "Shit, nothing's happening here, right? It's boring. Let's all go there." So they sold all of the NFTs that they had on different chains to go and mint those, and then they got rugged. So it's hard, man. We lost a lot of good people along the way, and this is the nature of the beast in crypto. So since we've been around for a while, we've got a lot of people that come and go, right? A lot of people stuck around. The main core stuck around, but a lot of the people that are just in there for financial gains and not really looking at community or anything like that, well, they all disappeared, right? They all left, and they got rugged. I don't see them anymore. I think they really got hurt on that one. They lost a lot of money, and now I don't even see them on the timeline or in the discords. They're totally gone. So
That's crazy.
it's hard, man, because I really really had some attachments to a lot of these people, and unfortunately, when they're not making money or profits, well, you lose them, and it's unfortunate.
I agree. Now, one thing I wanted to mention, like you said, I launched a lot of stuff on Polygon and some other chains. I didn't actually launch too many collections on those. I mostly was just, I launched my own collection, and in that collection was just artwork, right? Kind of like our one-on-ones. I've always been more of a, like I never got into PFPs until recently, as a way of making a community and building a collection. So it was always just me showcasing my individual artworks rather than like a PFP collection that would have a floor price and all that other stuff. I learned all that stuff when I came and started collaborating with you guys.
And we're gonna have to find a way to tie those all in together. That's the whole point that I'm trying to do with you and your brand and your art, is to try and have links and connections in between, so that it make sense, right? Because if you are on a lot of chains and you're not spending time there, or you're not really participating with the community activities of these other collections, it's hard to get your art noticed. So
Yeah.
we have to find a way to tie it all together. And I think the best way is via the PFP collection, because I find people, just with a look of the art, or the zombie itself, they're gonna say, "Damn, this is Byron. Like, this is him. Like, your eyes. You have a unique way of making eyes, right? Nobody does them like that." So that's how people will get around your art. And I think right now we've built a pretty solid community on Stargaze. We've got a pretty solid community on Say. And now the thing is, how can we get all of these people to work together, not be too much chain maximalists, and really explore these other chains, because there are opportunities everywhere. And being in a community like ours, where we share alpha and what we're doing on these different chains, plus new community members that come on board. Like this morning, we had Alex Cosa come in our alpha section to shill this new prediction platform for stocks that's going to be launching on Say, right? So, we can't cover everything on our own, but as a collective, when we get together and we work together and we help each other, that's how the project is going to really succeed with time. So it takes time to build out, but once it's slowly taking shape, and I find right now with the ZombSEIs, the Creepy Companions, and everything that we've done so far with you, people are vibing with the art. So one of the main reasons they're here is because they love your art. Some of them are here just for a quick buck, and that's okay.
Yep.
And we're just going to keep rolling with the people that believe, and those that are still holding our NFTs, well, they'll be able to benefit from your artistic journey now. And again, we've got the ZombSEIs V2, potentially ZombStars V2, V1 for ZombStars, and there's the Meta Wawa collection coming. There's a bunch of stuff. So
Yeah. Speaking of the Meta Wawa collection, I'll have to talk to you a bit more about that, but it's progressing pretty good. We should start editing digitally in the next day or two.
it's waiting for a call with Passage. They said they would reach out when they're getting close to launch that, but we're gonna have to reactivate the DAO there. A lot of the people have been waiting for potentially a year or two here for this launch. It's finally happening, and hopefully it'll be followed with better market sentiment, because overall, if the markets are not cooperating, it's going to be hard to onboard users. So that's the whole point. I think if they do release the Worlds, there's going to be a lot of tension on their platform. It is going to be a metaverse sort of platform. There's going to be mini games and a bunch of stuff. So personally, I think it's something that was a bit more last cycle's main thing in terms of metaverses. Like, everybody was launching one. Nobody actually succeeded at releasing one, and Passage is about to do it. So very interesting, and we're going to be right in the mix as one of the first creators to have launched a collection there and having our own world. So when you're a first mover, it's usually very good. So
Yeah, it's hard to be that first though, unless you know some people. You know what I mean?
we got lucky that the original founder was from France, and he was the artist for the Chihuahua chain, which is its own blockchain, and they're the ones that actually passed an on-chain proposal to fund the build for the Wawaverse. So again, when you're partnered with a chain, it gets a little bit easier for you to have some success, because you've got the backing of the actual blockchain itself. So imagine if Say would have got behind the ZombSEIs and say like, hey, we love Byron, and you guys should collect Byron's art. There'll be some special perks for collecting. Well, obviously the collection would have gone through the roof, right?
Why didn't that happen? What the hell?
Why? Damn you, say.
Damn it.
No, but kidding aside, it's not easy to get those partnerships. We got lucky because the old founder was quite connected, and we even launched some punks on territory, which we were, again, the second collection to launch after Genesis of their own. So we had a lot of success when we did that. So the chain right now is not doing so well, although a lot of the chains are not doing so well right now.
Yes.
Altcoins especially. But I mean, while it was happening, we had one of the biggest launches. We raised a lot of funds for building an app and the collection. So it was fun, and that's when you start onboarding a lot of people. And again, how many people stick around after all that? You lose a huge chunk, but you still get that retention out of maybe 10-20% of the people. And we keep building with those people year after year after year. And the community is growing quite large. What are we, 3,500 members inside of our Discord?
Yeah,
it's a lot of people, and it takes time to build that organically. So
that's what a lot of new creators don't understand, is just how much time this stuff takes. Like, they come into the industry thinking that whatever worked for them outside of Web3 is going to work for them here, but no, it's a whole different beast. I mean, it takes time to build up your reputation and everything else. I mean, I've been doing art now for 20 years plus, and since 2009 I've been online, slowly building up my audience. And there was times back then I wish it was faster, and I couldn't understand why I wasn't going as well as I wanted to. But consistency is key, and dedication, and that's one thing. I do art, non-stop art, so it's easy for me to stay dedicated.
And I think it's also important, like as a NFT community, to provide some type of value to your holders. The way we do it is mostly via our alpha channels. Obviously, we have models behind every single one of our collections that try to provide some type of value to the collection, but we also have the alpha channels. I mean, just today, Gigi posted the Saga Vault 2.0 that's coming. Gigi, what is that? You're putting some liquidity?
Well, this is it's Cosmos based, but it is an airdrop of a Saga token, which is a gaming publishing team that's going to be launching a bunch of games on their blockchain. And every time there's stuff like that we're participating in, we share the documentation so that people are aware. We do the work for you in terms of researching. Our specialty is Cosmos specifically, because that's where we came from. Right now, we're getting pretty good on Say as well. We're learning the ecosystem. Again, a lot of community members are participating with us in terms of sharing that information. So right now we are exploring what's the potential airdrops on Say. So we know there's Yay Finance, where you can supply and borrow assets. There's potentially Silo Stake that'll do a drop. So if you guys like to liquid stake your tokens, you can swap your Say for iSay and use it in DeFi. And slowly we're learning these different platforms. Dragon Swap is their main DEX. And it takes time to learn this. I don't know all of them. They did have Filament Finance.
Is that you? Holy.
Okay, sorry.
Thought it was ours. I'm like looking all over for my phone. Where the hell? Everyone has the same ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, so that's it. So we're exploring all these different ones. So Saga is more on the Cosmos side. So if people want to follow the alpha there and explore that, and we saw there's a couple of these Say people that are also started shilling some stuff in the S3 Discord in the alpha channel. I think NFT Dad was there. So he's sharing the mint that we had for Dimension. So the first Genesis mint for Dimension Network, which is another EVM chain, modular chain. And again, we're exploring all of that for sure with you guys. And if we have other people from the community, like Sammy, you used to come and share Say Alpha. Now he's sharing Abstract Alpha. We've got Kosa, which is an OG in the space. He's sharing. We've got Sticky Dinosaur. He's always finding opportunities or mints that are coming soon. And it's fun to have that. You have a community that's really behind you while you're trading. It really helps, right? Because you build a trust and you get comfortable with these members and you trust them, right? Because it's hard to trust people in general in real life and in Web3 behind a keyboard. It's even harder, right? So
yep.
These things, they take time, but once the trust is there, I remember with Sticky, he sent me an NFT once. Didn't even flinch, right? He sent it to me. He saw that I was a team member. He didn't think I was gonna screw him over, and I sent him back an NFT, and we made a nice OTC deal together. And ever since, we've been talking in DMs and stuff, and slowly, we build our relationship.
So I'm pretty much done the gravy, I believe. I've taken off the tape, which is always a sign that I'm nearly done. I'll probably end up looking at it one last time before packaging it up and sending it off to you guys.
Exciting times. Exciting.
So what else? Yeah.
Go ahead.
What else do we have? We have a lot of Cosmos news, actually, guys. I know in terms of airdrops for people that were staking Dimension, there's currently the Riz airdrop checker. You guys, if you need this information, it's all inside the Discord in the alpha channels. I know even the Lions, for those that are on crypto.com, if you've ever minted those, they're also doing a token drop. I believe the snapshot is taken tomorrow. What else do we have? Floki. I know there's a few Floki holders as well. They just took the snapshot for the bad coin token airdrop. So if you're holding any Floki or any token, you'll also get an airdrop for that meme token. The Saga, we just spoke about it. And what else? There's obviously the Monad testnet. I know a lot of people are having issue with the faucet. They got a huge surge of users trying to claim that faucet, so it kind of broke the whole thing. It's still not working, so you'd have to be a little bit more patient before going on that testnet. I mean, so tons of alpha.
Well, one alpha that we didn't share was the Kaito airdrop, which was today. So we didn't participate in that. I'm not a big fan of these social yapping things. I find it makes a lot of people say, just stuff that they want to get some attention on Twitter. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it, but I know it was happening. A lot of people participated, especially on the Say side. Again, it is available. So if you guys did participate and get yaps for Kaito, make sure to go claim that. It is actually ongoing right now. But we didn't participate in that one. Again, I share what I do. If I don't do it, I don't usually share it. But again, if a community member comes and shares it in the Discord, we will post it in the alpha sections. Again, this is a community for us. We're building it for ourselves in order to help ourselves navigate the crypto ecosystem. So
I don't really do any of those kind of things. Like, I looked at that Yap, and I've looked at all the airdrops and all this farming, and oh my gosh, that's a full-time job right there.
It is. It really is, and you got to pick your battles. There's a lot of these test nets, and Byron, I would tell you to do it personally, because this is how you learn. You're learning with no funds, right. And this is how you're going to learn how to use these platforms and what they want you to test. So, a lot of these platforms, they give you free funds, so you collect from the faucet. I think the only thing that you really need to set up is a burner wallet. So a wallet that's always going to interact with these different test nets. But if something would happen to that wallet, that you lose funds or whatever, it should be a minimal impact for you. Yeah. Because these test nets, again, they're free. All it requires is a bit of your time. And sometimes it's just as simple as you have to do one swap, you have to vote for a proposal, or you have to provide liquidity somewhere, which literally takes me about, I would say, 5 minutes per day on these smaller test nets. There's some that are much more time consuming and intense, and again, after that is just debating if it's worth your time for the money you're gonna get. From experience, the ones that I faded, they didn't all pan out to be good, but some did, and I regretted it, right? Because at the end of the day, all it takes is a bit of time out of my day. So I usually try to do it in the morning and then a bit at night if I can. I spend maybe max 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and I do them. So I don't know if you know the coin Unfucked. It was a coin that launched that was going after the SEC, and basically this is the testnet, Byron. You have to go there every day. You click on claim daily points, claim your special points, and you have to go throw dildos at a bunch of Gary Genslers that are coming after you in the game, right?
Yeah, I
And that's how
remember
you stack up points, and those points are eligible for the unfucked airdrop. So some are as dumb as that, and some other ones they're super time consuming. You got a guild, and you got to build a squad, and you got to go play gambling games. There's a bunch of different ones, but there's for sure some that require a lot less time, and they're worth doing, honestly, because it is a little money. It doesn't show, but $100 here, $100 there. All of a sudden, one of them ends up being maybe four figures,
Right.
And gives you free money like that in life? Nobody.
Oh,
So
we've had a few of those in our Discord. I mean, the Saga, I believe, was four figures.
yeah, but that's not you didn't do testnet for that, right? So like movement was a huge testnet. Took a lot of time, a lot of galaxies, but we did receive four figures, so it's huge.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, I just never got into it. Like I know I need to. I should try, but it's just not my strong point yet. I got to work on that.
Yeah, what's really important, what Gigi was saying with the burner wallet, and what he means by burner wallet is to have a complete separate wallet with nothing on it, and you use that wallet simply to do all these test nets. When you receive the funds, if you want, you take them, you send them back to your main wallet to keep them safe.
Yep.
But the reason for the burner wallet is, God forbid, any type of code or whatever is compromised on those test nets. At least they won't be able to hack anything. They'll hack an empty wallet.
All right.
What are you drawing here, Byron?
Well, like I finished off the gravy, so I'm just kind of letting go a bit. One of them mental flosses. But what I would really like is some suggestions from the audience or people on what kind of, just for the shits and giggles, let's make a splash, let's get some attention. What kind of pop culture references should I try to zombify, turn into my style? I've done like Bart Simpson and Batman and superheroes and political figures.
Who's coming back? Daredevil.
I think I saw that on the TV. They're through Disney now, right?
It's such a good show. I mean, I watched the first batch on Netflix. I mean, it was really good.
The first one was way better than the second, but the introduction of the Punisher was amazing.
Yeah.
You ever watch the Punisher series?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
That actor's pretty good.
I like that
I forgot
guy.
his name, but yeah, he's good.
That's the actor from Walking Dead, so
Shane, yeah.
he played that role amazing.
I agree.
I love the first few series of Walking Dead. I really enjoyed. You must have liked that too, Byron.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then it kind of dragged on a bit as they.
Yeah, I got a little long.
Yeah. But then they made some like spin-offs. There was a Daryl Dixon spin-off, which was kind of neat. He was like in France and stuff, and there was another one with who the hell are they? Maggie and Michonne and Rick, where they had.
Oh my god, I can't remember all those names. Damn.
Well, I can remember a few things, but what? Put me in front of like people I haven't seen in a while, I'll probably forget their names. But yeah, anyway, I don't watch a lot of TV, but the Walking Dead series was pretty cool. Fear the Walking Dead was fun for a while.
Yeah, I started watching a bit, then I got a bit bored.
Yeah. How do you like Black Summer?
Black Summer. That's
that one zombie one where people are getting killed left and right. Like you follow one character and then they got killed.
Yeah, but it sucks that they didn't. I really liked it. It sucks that they stopped making it.
I agree.
I was very disappointed.
But I didn't see that one, so I'm gonna put that on my list.
And go. Like I started watching it, and then when the second season finished, I'm like, okay, when's the next one? And then I see that they stopped it. I was like,
canceled. No. Yeah, because they want to go more reality shows and shit like that.
I don't know. My wife into cartoons, so we watch a lot of cartoons here.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite?
Like the Troll Hunter. I don't know if you guys ever watched that Troll Hunter.
Sounds familiar.
It's basically a bunch of little kids that they find like a special piece, and it becomes basically a hero for trolls, which is a bunch of little monsters, and they're trying to save their world type of thing. So they made a movie out of it. So it's actually pretty good. Once I start watching it, I'm like, damn, like, I really like these shows. It's cartoons for kids, but it's got like dark magic inside and violence, and it's not for little kids. It's for older kids, and yeah, I don't know. I enjoy it. I find it's very easy to watch. Right? It's cartoons. You don't have to like be super serious in front of the TV and listen to everything they're saying. And
Right, and sometimes cartoons are better because you can suspend reality better than you can with real people.
you guys have to watch that though. If you guys never watched it, you got to start that series. It's pretty funny and it's
What's it on?
I don't know. I enjoyed it. It's on Netflix.
Okay, I'll force my wife to watch it with me tonight.
Troll Hunters. Start it and see if you like it. It's funny. It's got the little fat guy. It's got the skinny guy that's the savior, and then the trolls. Well, they're hilarious, right? They're monsters that don't know how to act in the real world. There's the big brute guy, and there's a lot of fighting and action. So
That's cool. We just started watching the newest Crow that came out. It's on Prime now for free. So, you ever watch The Crow?
nah, man, I don't watch TV, man. I'll be honest with you.
That was a movie with Brandon Lee way back in the 90s. He died on set.
Oh, damn.
Bruce Lee's son.
I
Anyway,
didn't know that.
yeah, this whole bit of mythology around that. But yeah, they made a new Crow movie and it's out now. You know, they can't come up with new things, so they have to just keep rehashing the old stuff.
Right, right. That's what I'm telling myself. Like they keep doing the same things, as if they have no more imagination.
So,
Pretty wild.
when is ZombSEIs the movie coming out? You know, seriously, you should
We're
do
gonna have
some
to
shit,
Shane
man.
Lore make some production for that.
That'd be so much fun. Like, oh, it's one of my dreams to get the ability to make a movie. And, you know, with AI doing what it's doing now, I might be able to do that one day without having any
Right.
actors or anything.
It's coming. I was watching an interview with Elon saying that AI soon will be able to make like 15-minute movies
Ha.
based on your prompts. I mean, that's where the AI is at right now. But he's like, pretty soon it's going to be 1 hour movies. Everything from AI.
Can you imagine what that could do in the hands of the right kind of artist?
Ah, it's crazy.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
It's the prompting that's hard. How to properly whatever you're thinking to put into a prompt to actually reflect what's inside your brain. I mean, that's the hard part.
Nah.
Got some good news, man. Say is up 16%.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's nice.
It's a good hodl for those that hodled that creator grant.
You pronounce it hodl? That's fun.
Hodl is the word for hold your tokens.
Yeah, that's what a weird word. Is that how they pronounce it? Hodl. Okay. I just kept pronouncing it hold.
I think it was spelled as a mistake by CZ, and then people just went with it, and it became a thing.
Yeah.
Byron, you were asking for pop art.
Prompts?
Did you
Yeah.
ever draw a Venom?
No, but I've done a Spider-Man. Really cool splattery Spider-Man. So, Venom I've always kind of wanted to with that tongue of his and, you know, the whole
And
symbiote.
Carnage.
Carnage.
And
That's a whole
Carnage.
different yet. Are you making these suggestions or is it coming from the crowd?
No, I mean, because I'm looking through Google.
I did
what
the
else did I
Adventure
see?
Time, gang. Ever watch Adventure Time, Gigi?
Ooh, no.
You better. That is a series that you need to watch. That is some funny shit.
What's it called?
Adventure Time.
Where is it? What?
I don't know. It used to be Nickelodeon, I think, or something like that. On Teletoon.
Superman's into the kids shows right now. Pat Patrouille, what is that? How do you call it?
I mean, she has me watching. What did I watch the other day? Encanto.
Ever watch Caillou?
The Trolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Caillou sucks.
Now they're hooked on the Trolls, the movie.
Oh, okay. That's the ones with the big hair, right?
Yeah.
I love those
God,
trolls.
I can't take it anymore, man.
Oh, it gets better. As they get older. And you got daughters too, so I mean you're gonna have some My Little Pony adventures and maybe they'll bring back Strawberry Shortcake and it'll be a very, very, very good day. We still have some Strawberry Shortcake VHS tapes from when the kids were smaller.
What else could you draw?
Well, Superman, I think we should put it in the suggestion channel and tag the ZombSEIs. Because
Okay.
right now on these live streams, they literally have to be listened to this segment in order for them to provide it. So let's put it in the suggestions for sure and
Yeah,
get
I
some
got two
people's
more, Byron.
real-
Byron, I got two more. There's a movie coming out. It's Craven, one of the bad guys from Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's the hunter. And
Yes.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that
And then
guy.
there's also Morbius,
The
another bad
vampire.
guy.
The living vampire.
Yes.
Yep. Now, Morbius was a movie, wasn't it? And it starred
Yeah.
that one guy that played Joker but wasn't really very good at it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Can't remember his
What's
name.
his name after that?
I look at my wife because she remembers everything, but even she shakes her head. Somebody that's not worth remembering.
I'll tell you right now.
I
Jared
watched,
Leto.
yeah, there it is, Jared Leto. I watched, speaking of Jokers, I watched with Monica the Joker 2 movie that stars that one lady, Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I tell you, I did a lot of fast forwarding because I'm not a musical kind of guy.
Oh, there's a lot of singing I heard in that one, right?
Yeah, there is. And it's all kind of in his head for a lot of it. You know, he's fantasizing and stuff. So he's not really singing in real, but, I mean, in the movie he is, right? I don't know, it's just weird.
Yeah, they caught a clip of them two talking, saying that even them thought that the movie was shit, but they got like a TMZ type of thing, where they caught him lip reading type of thing, and apparently they even themselves didn't like it. So
Yeah.
when they went to see the premiere, so
Well, it'll be the last one with that guy in it, so now there'll be a new Joker coming out.
you know, it was really dark. I find these new superheroes, they're really, really, really dark. Even Batman with Ben Affleck, it's like it was really, really. They went really like super dark.
Yeah.
And I understand, like, I mean, if you're really trying to embody the image of Batman and like what he's really feeling like, I find they really captured like what he must be really feeling like. But I don't know. I prefer the good old days with Superman and Spider-Man with his jokes, and I don't know,
Back in the day. You know, it's a different world now, man.
the cartoons were better.
All right, so we're coming up at 5 minutes to 12, which means we're almost finished here, right? This is Art Rant episode 10 of the ZombSEIs.
So, Byron, what are you going to be working on over the weekend, and when can we expect to see some ZombSEIs V2 sneak peeks that we're going to be able to share here on get some people excited, right? We got to start exciting them a little bit.
Yeah.
So
That's actually what I'm probably going to do right after I'm done this and have my lunch and everything. Is I'm going to start painting and then digitizing what I've done already for the ZombSEIs, and then start picking it apart and putting it together in the PFP so I can give you some potential, what do you call those? I don't know, some renders of what the traits might look like. What
some sneak peeks.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at sneak peek. We get some sneak peeks for you soon.
And one more thing I just wanted to say that maybe we haven't touched on before we close off here. We do have some pieces ready for the Horde of the Undead. Since the State of the Dead is a bit stalled, we're going to be launching these pieces on Horde of the Undead potentially. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those pieces that you have ready. So Byron has been drawing some one-on-ones, and honestly, they're next level. So I want to put them out there. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in the suggestion channel. First of all, we're going to get the community to vote if they want to add the piece into the Horde of the Undead. If they vote yes, we're going to put it up for auction on Stargaze for stars for 7 days. If nobody bites on those prices, and we're going to start them a bit higher than we did in the past since the stars token has gone down. So I'm looking anywhere between 5 and 10K stars for the piece. So we'll leave it there for 7 days. If nobody bids on it, we're going to remove it, and we're going to put it up for auction inside of the Discord that people will be able to exchange some creepy companions or some ZombSEIs for the piece.
There you go.
That's going to be on Horde of the Undead. So now we've burned about 65 pieces so far for creepy companions, and we're going to keep burning them for as long as the price is below the original USD mint price. So, and we might keep going even after beyond that point. So right now, Byron's really creating a brand new one-on-one collection with the Horde of the Undead, while we're drastically reducing the supply of the creepy companions. So that's going to bring a lot more value for the existing holders. Also, while giving the opportunity for people to exchange maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 of their pieces, maybe black and whites, for a fully painted with several characters on it type of one-on-one that we're going to put on Horde of the Undead. So that's the idea there. And then let's say nobody even bids on those for the creepy companion. So for some reason, I find that there's a lot of demand for your art on Say, which is surprising to me a little bit because the one-on-ones have been launched on Stargaze. But yeah, we seem to have a lot of strong collectors on ZombSEIs. Could be also because they have a lot of free NFTs and ammunition to load up on these pieces. So again, if they creepy companions are not really in right now, or the sentiment is a little low, they're gonna go on the ZombSEIs side. But again, we can't put them there until the Save the Dead fix is done. So I think Superman and Cryptolian are already in discussions here to try and figure it out and get ready to relaunch those pieces. Once we do relaunch them, we're going to keep all of the NFTs with us, and what we're going to ask is for you to send us the original one that you have for the ZombSEIs Say of the Dead, and we're going to burn it and send you the new one on EVM. So that's the idea we have right now. We're going to be working on it these next couple of days, next week, and as soon as we can ship that, we have all the images, we have all the descriptions. It's just a question of relaunching it and make sure it's okay, and also removing the old one out of the marketplace, or else people are going to be trading it potentially. So that's the ideas here for the next couple of weeks. So expect some one-on-ones, some suggestions. We're also the sweep for the creepy companions is coming. So if you wanted to list, well, this is your time. If not, increase your floor prices, because we're going to sweep at whatever level the floor price is at. And I think we're reaching that pivot point where there's not a lot of people that want to sell. We only have like 59 listed right now out of the entire collection, and we're potentially going to be sweeping about 10 of them. So awesome. It's getting smaller and smaller every month. So
all right, that's cool. No, I like it when you guys keep planning. In case anyone's wondering, like I do have collections on other chains. I have the Drip collection running on Drip House. It's just to find that you go to Drip Horde. I'm trying to drop daily little drips, which are just kind of sketches like this, but you can pick them up pretty much for just a penny. And this picture here in particular, I'm actually going to drop it for my Wax fam, because I haven't been doing much for them lately, and I'm going to do this picture for them. So if anyone's watching and they want to get a free one, just drop your wallet and a screenshot on Twitter or something like that. Make it known that you were here watching, and I'll get it to you. And then there'll be a color upgrade later on. You'll need the black and white to get the color upgrade. Sorry, Gigi.
Well, now that you're thinking about that, we should find a way to reward your Wax community with some ZombSEIs and try to onboard them on Say. Just at least one.
Sure.
Maybe we can get a sweeping contest or something going on Wax, and the winners of that would get the ZombSEIs. You get them to download the Compass wallet, because that's where going to be our mission now, is to onboard the users that we have on these different chains to talk to each other, because we think it's foolish to stay on one chain. There's opportunities everywhere, and it's simple. And if it's one free NFT that does it for you to get on board, and then who knows, maybe you're really going to vibe with the ZombSEIs collection, or the one-on-one Say the Dead, or the Horde of the Undead on Stargaze. So our goal here is to get our community members to navigate all the chains, and eventually hopefully go even on Wax, on Solana, and all these different chains. Again, all vibing with surrounding Byron's art, especially the PFPs. And I'm excited for the next PFP, Byron. I'll be honest with you. I think ZombSEIs came out absolutely wild. I think people really vibed with the art. And now if we can have a sort of upgrade of that art via PFP collection, I think it's going to be a home run over. So
absolutely. That's
it, guys. I won't keep you much longer. Superman, last words, Byron?
Thanks for joining us. That's about it. I'm out of words. You've sucked them all out of me.
No, I'm good on my end. I'll be working on getting that Say of the Dead relaunched. I'm talking with Cryptolian. I'm talking with Johnny. I'm going to try to get this done as soon as possible. It's been long enough. I just want to turn the page and get our collection back up and running.
All right, guys. So that's it. That's it for this week. We're going to be back on Tuesdays and Thursdays, these live streams. We could slip in some Spaces live streams in between if we get some guests that want to come. Maybe we'll get the Drill Club. Maybe they're going to want to come and talk to us and get to know the project. So Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time, so 12 p.m. Eastern. And Spaces could pop up in between. Don't forget to sweep. and Byron's going to keep working on ZombSEIs V2 next week. So maybe we'll get some sneak peeks in by then. So thanks everybody for coming, and we'll see you in the next one.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye, Gigi, Superman. Cheers.
Ciao.